March 15th, and this is The View with Catherine Chang. Today's topic is the death of one country, two systems. China passed the principle of patriots governing Hong Kong, 爱国者治港, at the 13th National People's Congress. It aroused critics from countries worldwide. The UK Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab accused China of breaching the Sino-British Joint Declaration. I think the one country, two system in Hong Kong is dead already. Here are some points. A. The so-called patriots governing Hong Kong. Who are the patriots? The answer will be defined by China, not Hong Kongers. And the so-called patriots are people who love China, not Hong Kong. The rights of Hong Kong's people picking their own leaders are completely deprived. And the so-called one country, two system is simply lying through their teeth. And there is, only one China governing Hong Kong, not Hong Kong governing Hong Kong. B. Do you know that the so-called one country, two system was actually brought out when Deng Xiaoping once said that our policies with regard to Hong Kong will remain unchanged for 50 years. However, it has changed in just 23 years. C. Taiwan was also affected by this, because that China originally wanted to apply the one country, two system to unify with Taiwan, and it decided to use Hong Kong as an example first. Well, obviously, it is a failed attempt. D. What's interesting is that the former president Ma Ying-jeou also said that one country, two system is already dead. However, he added that the 92 consensus still exists. I think this is such a joke because the KMT's version of the 92 consensus 九二共识 is both sides recognize there is one China and each side has its own interpretation. However, China's version is one China only. From China's perspective, which means that Taiwan is part of China. There's no way that Taiwanese people to accept it. What I want to say is that Taiwan is an independent country. It is not part of China. Taiwanese people cherish freedom and will fight for democracy. Here are the top stories. Today, we have 5 confirmed cases. They're all imported cases coming from the Philippines and France. First, I want to talk about China and U.S.-Japan alliance to take top billing as Secretary of State Blinken visit Tokyo. We know that Secretary Blinken and Secretary of Defense Austin will attend the U.S.-Japan Security Consultative Meeting 2+2 meeting hosted by Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs Toshimoto Motegi and the Minister of Defense Nobuo Kishi. We know that the meeting is expected to highlight cooperations that promote peace, security, and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific, including countering Malayan influences and PRC provocations in Asia and around the world. With the Chinese Coast Guard and the issue regarding Senkaku Island are also expected to be discussed. In addition, Blinken and Austin will have another 2+2 meeting with the South Korean Minister of Foreign Affairs and Defense Minister on March 18. Well, furthermore, Blinken and Austin will have another 2+2 meeting with Chinese top officials, Minister of Foreign Affairs Wang Yi and the Director of the Central Foreign Affairs Commission Office, Yang Jiechi. And the meeting expected to set the tone for bilateral relations under Biden, who has maintained many of the top anti-China policies of predecessors Trump and signaled that he would hold Beijing to accountable for abuses. And these include the crackdown on a pro-democracy movement in Hong Kong and the provocative military actions aimed at Taiwan. Moving to Myanmar, at least 39 people killed in Myanmar as Chinese factories burned. 22 people were killed in the Hantan-Yang district of Yangon. Martial law was declared in 6 areas after Chinese-founded factories were set on fire. And let's take a look at the COVID-19 vaccine. Time to continue AstraZeneca vaccinations. On March 12, Taiwanese Health Minister Chen Shizhong pointed out that the European Union has declared there is no conclusion link between we're talking about vaccine or the blood clots. And therefore, Taiwan will not stop or postpone its distribution of the AstraZeneca vaccinations as the benefits outweighs the risk. Well, on the other hand, Japan and Australia will not take part in China's vaccine offer. We know that China is willing to provide COVID-19 vaccines to Olympic athletes. However, it got rejected by countries such as Japan and Australia. Well, Japan authorities said that, well, these athletes will not take the vaccines because the vaccine from China have not been approved or used in Japan. Well, that would be the view for today. This is Catherine from Taipei. I hope you have a nice Monday, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.